out and told him. I said, "You really want me to?" He goes, "Yeah." It was we were actually on your show, and he was asking me, and he told me, he goes, "Hey, would you really, you know?" And I said, "Hey, if that's what you want." He goes, how about the part for fishing?" And I'm like, "For fishing?" And honestly, I don't remember did I make a video with fishing. So I said, "Yay, that's not a problem, brother. I can definitely do do something with a video if that's what you want." He goes, "Wow, that'd be great."
Uh-huh.
So I just finished the one with get in here, let's go. So
Cool.
I just finished the one with the barbecue.
Cool. Hey guys, we are back again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, or afternoon. It depends on where you're located at. We have Julio with us. We have Big Mike that ought to be in with us right now. I talked to him just a few minutes ago, and he is joining us as we speak, I believe.
And of
So yeah,
course, Kevin,
he'll be
thank you
on in a
always
couple
so
of
much
minutes.
for inviting me. I can't stop ever saying that because you're a humble man and always inviting me on. Thank you so much.
Well, you're more than welcome. You know, I mean, Richard was Mikey 550. What about him? Mikey 550 was a good man. Very fun person to hang out with and talk to. He was pretty knowledgeable.
You
Yeah,
know what I like, Kev? The best thing is when you're doing laundry. When you're doing laundry and all that money that you thought you lost,
yeah.
you find in the laundry.
Well, that would be nice also.
Yo, yo,
It'd
yo.
be nice if you hit it and you forgot where you hit it,
You guys hear me?
and if you
Well, I can
remembered where
hear
you
you.
hit it. Hey, Mike.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, we didn't want to. I know you didn't mean it. We didn't answer you because I didn't answer you because Kevin was in the middle of a conversation, so I didn't want to cut him off.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro.
All
Uh,
right,
Am I live or is my photo on from
no,
my YouTube showing?
we are all live right
you are
now.
live.
Oh shit.
Yeah, don't be swearing and telling us about that lady boy that you met that time that when you went over there. Don't start saying stuff like that.
Nah, nothing like that.
We are rolling.
We are rolling, baby.
All
What do
right.
you? But since we don't know too much of each other, Mike, why don't you just give us a small footprint of who you are, what you're doing, a little bit
Yeah,
about yourself.
yeah, man. My name is BigMike, man. I'm 34 years old, and I'm residing right now. I live in Hacienda Heights, California.
Hacienda, nice and hot.
Yeah, nice and hot out here. Yeah, so I actually had just moved back. I'm originally from Southern California, and I was actually living. I moved around 5 years back, and I moved to North Dakota. Because of that oil boom.
Oh, over in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I did that. Then I kind of had an injury, from when I was working out there, and I kind of had to come back home, and so. But
And how's your injury doing?
oh,
If you
good.
don't mind me
It
asking, you
good.
doing all right? You doing better?
I good. It rehabbed. I had ruptured my patella tendon. Um, and I rehabbed, and I came, when I came back out here, and I'm working currently with Coca-Cola refreshments. But
Awesome.
yeah, I'm actually right now I'm working with comp again, man, because I'm having the same issues with with my injury I had. So I'm just chilling, man. Right now, I'm workman's comp. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you got hurt on the job and everything. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean it's
Well,
not good, but
yeah,
at
it's
least it's
not
good that
good.
you're hurt on the job.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I mean, I do that for a living, man. I'm also like, I invest in cryptocurrencies right now, so I'm kind of big in like Bitcoin and everything. So I'm kind of doing that right now.
How's that working out for you?
Pretty good, man. Really good. Made about $6,000 last month. No, it's a good. It's not bad.
Dude, I know a buddy of mine. I work a part-time at Advanced Auto Part. I work with cars and everything, and I mean, I can fix some, not all, but I work a part-time, and a buddy of mine, he's really, I mean, I never realized how much work it takes to do that crypto coin stuff, man, because he has, I think, 7 or 10 terabyte towers, and he shares what do you call it? He rents out his space, for people and businesses.
Yeah.
And he does that coin. I didn't until you mentioned it. Let me tell you, if you know what you're doing, and if again, it's all depends. It's all luck. You mean, you can be the smartest guy in the world, but it's all luck. Depending on what the market's doing. But dude, that's just some crazy shit. How much money you guys make in those coins?
Oh yeah,
but is it like a gambling thing?
Can you explain a little bit, Big Mike, what those coins like for those people that don't, they've heard of it, but what is it like? Like, what do you do? Like, give us like a little crush version. Like, boom, here you go, and that's like a 30-second idea of what it is.
It's adventure it's adventure capitalism. You know what I mean? It's these startup companies like Bitcoin is just virtual currency. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure I'm thinking in the next 10 to 15 years, we're not going to need paper currency no more.
I agree.
You don't need it no more.
So what you do is you invest your money, and they use your money and invest in whatever they want, and you just make the money off of the interest or whatever you get in back.
No. It's like the stock market. It's like the stock market. That's how it's traded. You buy. Basically, you could think of them as a coin. You could think of it as a piece of a stock.
Oh, okay. So if you own 10,000 coins, you own 10,000 shares.
Yes. But Bitcoin is compared to actual gold because your friend, the guy you were talking about earlier, so he must have been mining it, right? He
mines them. Yes, and then he invested like $6,000, and he's made back like 15. And he says if this thing hits a certain number. And with your numbers, like you guys, it's crazy. Your numbers, when they hit a certain low number, you're into them. You can make like $1 million in no time.
Oh, if you would have invested in Bitcoin when they first given them in 2008,
that's what he said.
And if you would have invested $100, you would have made over like $300 million by today.
Yeah, I heard. No, Kevin. Kevin, my buddy said the same thing. My buddy said, "Hey, dude,
life,
he said the same thing. He said, dude, if I would have got this shit at that time," I'm like, "What time?" He goes, when it first came out, I said, "Well, how much was it?" He goes, "It wasn't a lot, but if I would have get into that thing, if I would have invested $200, just $200, I go, okay." He goes, "Dude, I would have been a multi-millionaire."
Yeah, when I found out about it in 2013, if I would have invested like maybe $1,000, I would have made like $20 million.
Yeah, wow. Everybody. Yeah, Kevin, it's really picking up.
But the thing is, what happened was a lot of these top experts were in the news and saying how it was a scam and don't buy it.
They were trying to work against it.
Yeah.
So people were afraid of investing, and little did they know they were probably the same people investing, Kevin. And you scared away from it, and they went towards it, and they got rich, and you got poor. Or you were not poor, but you didn't make as much as they did because you got afraid, and they didn't, because the people that are usually spreading these rumors are usually the ones that are trying to make the millions.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Nico. And hey there, new guy.
Hey, Mike. I mean, hey, Fred.
Hey,
Hey,
beautiful,
what's up?
how are
What's
you?
up?
We have Vancouver Fred in the house.
Vancouver, Fred.
You a Canucks fan, Fred?
No, not really.
That's okay, Fred. We won't hold it against you.
No, we won't, Fred. We won't. We never would do that.
We won't kidnap you.
But there's
How
only
was your day, Fred?
this year. That kind of sucks.
Oh, Randall. We did introduce him in the beginning. This is Big Mikey.
Yep.
He's joining us today. Kevin invited me over again, and Fred's on. Randall. He did introduce him, but it was way in the beginning.
Yeah.
So how are you all today?
Oh, busy, man.
Randall, it's me, Julio, Nico.
It's been pissing rain all day too.
Hey, Mike,
Fred.
where did you go in the Philippines? What did you do in the Philippines? What interests you in the Philippines? And do you have a honey, or are you looking for a honey in the Philippines?
Who you asking?
Oh, you, Big Mike.
You, Mike.
I originally came to the Philippines, and when I was in the Navy, I went around. It was 2003, 2004. So that was my first experience in the Philippines.
Yeah, I was there in 2005. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you too, Nico. So that was my first experience with it, and I think we pulled in 3 times. And it was, it was only, we stayed around 2 big resorts. And then I didn't return back till last year in October. And I went. Okay. I was there for a little under a month.
Oh wow, that's good. Yeah, I did it for. I can't remember. Everyone's like, "How can you cannot remember?" I mean, because we only remember the training, and it was how everything happened so quick in the military. So I say 2-3 weeks the most, but it was I think it's about 3 weeks. It was 14 days, and it was 21-day leave, and we didn't come back until about so it was 3 weeks.
That's cool. So yeah, I went to Cebu, and I had heard a lot about it. I heard it's a lot better a place to live in than to actually vacation. So I'm just checking it out, see if it's a place that I might want to live at.
Yeah.
Where
now, are you if you don't mind me asking, are you okay from the military? I mean, you didn't get any injuries or anything? You're good?
No. I mean, I have tinnitus. I mean, I have tinnitus in my ear. But besides that, no, I got nothing.
All right. Well, I mean, no. That's the only reason I asked is because a lot of the retirees. Again, it's funny because someone asked me the same question. And hey, Fred, were you in the military? If you don't mind me asking, not to change the subject real quick.
No.
Because I think Fred was the one that told me, Mike, Big Mike. He said their first experience is the Philippines, and it's funny because you were there and I was there, and it's just funny the way you said that. So when you said you were thinking of retiring, I was just curious about it. That's all.
And now, Mike, do you have a girlfriend there, or are you still out on the prowl? I mean, because everybody's out usually out looking around.
I think so. Did we lose somebody?
Might have.
Yeah, I heard. Hey, Mikey, you still there?
Yeah, it cut out for some reason.
Oh, it does that. Yeah, I heard the sound.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, I heard the sound. That's why I asked. So, Mikey, you got a girlfriend or anything out there? I mean, it's none of our business, but are you interested in getting to meet somebody, or You have a little lady out there or what?
Of course. I mean, I did when I went out there, I had met a female, but things didn't work out. And but yeah, of course. I mean, I'm always late. I'm always looking. I'm single, and you know what I mean. I mean,
Now,
yeah.
are you interested in mingling, or you're interested in looking for something serious?
Serious, but I would have to live with them and get to know them.
Good
for a
job.
while.
Good job.
Yeah, I agree with that part.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like trying out a new car.
Yeah.
Try it out for a while.
Yeah. Nowadays you got to be careful, guys, because most of these new cars got a lot of mileage.
Try the milk before you buy the cow, eh?
Oh shit! Now remember back in the day they wanted to buy the cow first. No, you don't want to buy the cow. The cow could be sick. Oh my god, I love it.
Well, yeah. Well, at least you want to try it out for a little while. Kick the tires.
Well, I mean, dude, honestly, it's a trial and error. But it's crazy because we were just talking about that, Mikey. Big Mike, the Philippines, when you go there, they don't believe in what we do. Like, if you tell them, hey guys, do I sound good or am I muffed up?
No, right. Everybody sounds good right now.
Okay.
No muffling.
You got to be careful because, Mike, when you go over there, as you know, they see things very different than we do. So when you go over there and you start dating and you date more than one Filipina, you're a whore. And you got to be careful because to us, we're like, what? I can date how many women I want, but the Filipinos, they don't do that. They don't. They look at you like, and bro, if they see a picture of you and they put that shit on Facebook, dude, they'll they'll put that shit all over Facebook. And like, El puto is here and he's puteando everywhere. Oh, dude, you'll be screwed. You'll be so screwed.
Well, that's almost true, but yeah.
Not all of them. I mean, some of them, again, you could always come to an agreement and say, this is what I'm here for. I'm not going to be here long. And sometimes it could turn into something different than just, friends with benefits. But you got to be careful. Again, I don't have to tell you what I'm saying. Be careful when you go back because some of these women, if they like you, they don't like to have more than one guy, for you to have more than one woman.
Yeah, they some of the girls, they like to kind of like to have it be like a Klingon.
Yo, no, it's true.
They don't want to let go, and even though you say, hey, I think we should break up and go our separate ways.
Oh hell no.
They don't understand what that means.
Yep, they don't understand what that means. That means they love you, and if you don't tell them, bro, if you don't tell them, Mikey, Fred, tell me if I'm wrong. If you don't tell them like straight and be honest with them, I mean, no matter what happens, they have this thought in their head that you're telling them, okay, well, maybe it'll work in 6 months, so I'm going to wait for you.
I don't know. I have a problem with mine. But then I'm not looking for others either, so.
Yeah, you got lucky, though. You got lucky. Because some of these Filipinas, you can tell them, listen, I want to be your friend. They'll say, okay, he said friend. He didn't say it's over. You see what I'm saying? So they say it their way.
Yeah, you just got to be careful where you meet them and how you meet them and,
Yeah, you do.
Well, but really, don't meet them in a bar. That's a good place.
Good place for a short time, Kevin.
I know. If you're out to have fun. Hey, Fred, I didn't know. And again, this is your business. I don't know if you want it out there. I just heard. I didn't know you married a Filipina.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. I've known her for a few years now.
There you go.
I went and saw her last year for the first time, and
there you go.
Trying to get our butt together and make some money and get back there. So
there you go. That's a smart.
I've been widowed here for the last 7 years now. 8 years.
Was it a good marriage?
It's a typical marriage. You know, you had your ups and downs.
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes, like me, I've never been married, but I hope the day that I speak, I mean, I hope I'm blessed. And the day that I talk about my marriage, I have always positive things to say, like you just did, or even better. Like, hell yeah, it was the best 20 years of my life. We had our ups and downs, but shit, I love her and blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you
John,
now.
where you learn your
Okay, cool.
language from?
Excuse me.
Nasty ass fucker.
John Doe's, what's John Doe doing again?
Oh, he's saying fucking bad words. He knows the rules.
What's
Fucking
up,
idiot.
John Doe?
Mikey, you totally went in a different direction. Yo, Kevin's like, Jesus, he should know better. Mikey pops in and goes, yo, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Oh, shit, wrong time. Wrong timing.
I had to put John Doe in his place because he knows the rules, but I had to show him.
Yeah, had to remind him.
But anyways, Nico, the girl in my profile picture here, that's my future wife. So
that's awesome. No, I haven't seen your profile. I haven't checked, because I usually give people privacy, but I will check it now that you mentioned it. And hey, congratulations, brother. Really, you're a good guy. I don't see anything bad about you. I haven't heard anything bad. You deserve good things. Good people deserve good things.
Well, thank you.
How about you, Mike? You married yet? Like, have you ever been married?
No, never been.
Take your time, brother. We do it all the time. Got any kids or anything?
No, never. No, I don't have any kids.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. You're ready. You're ready to go, bro. You're just like that brand new convertible Mustang. What is that thing that $2 million car? What's that $2 million car? The Velron. Oh Jesus! Everybody's buying it. It's the fastest car in the world.
Oh, Bugatti.
Yeah, he's a Bugatti ready to open up. Ready to open up on the road.
Yeah, I've always been the type. I've always just been the type of guy. I've always put work and making money ahead of everything else. You know what I mean? So.
And that, you know what? That's not a bad thing.
I used to be like that. Not anymore.
Yeah, me too.
Remember, and this is such a true saying, Big Mike. Everybody's different, so I can't speculate on everybody's different, but I always reach out to people and say, words of wisdom. All work and no play, you're going to die early in life. You will die early in life.
Yeah.
Because you have all that.
One way or another.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying that's why you would die, but if you ever die when you're younger, or God forbid anything happens to any of us, but I've seen people work until they were like 55 and they got to retire early and they did nothing because now they're older and they're like, dude, I don't know what to do now. I got money, but what am I going to do? And then they do things and then they get sick and they never got to do anything. They never got to do anything in their life.
Yeah, but or they work until they can't, and then they're broken, and they're too sore and broken to do anything.
Yeah, too beat up. Yeah, too beat up, and they got medical.
Yeah, exactly. Too beat up from life, and too beat up from work.
Yep. And if you're married early, shit, too beat up from the family you just had.
Yeah.
And broke.
There's a guy I know from where I work at Coke. He's been there since the 60s. He's 82 right now.
And he's still working. He's from Mexico, but I mean, he doesn't want to work because he's scared to die because everyone's dead. Yeah. Well, you know what it is. I've heard. I mean, medically, I've heard that if you work till like a certain age and you keep doing something, then your lifespan won't die. It's when you work till you're 65 and you slow your ass down and you're like, well, I'm just going to sit on the couch and get a brand new leather recliner because I can afford it and do nothing on. No, hell no. Hell no. You gotta.
That's why you go out and buy a brand new Winnebago.
Shit, that's true. And go traveling. Exactly.
You got to do something. You got to
and,
constantly
go to Fort Lauderdale and all these nice party places. You might be old.
Yeah,
But
I could see Kevin in bed. So
I can, I can see, you know, maybe you want to go visit Fred. You can go visit Fred in Canada. He'll show you all the good strip joints, huh, Fred?
there's not that many out here anymore.
Really?
Anymore, huh?
Anymore. See, Fred put them all out of business.
I think most of them are dying out here.
Huh.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, people are finding a different way to make a living, you know, but.
You know, I think the nightclubs are taking over and stuff like that. And then it's this generation, newer generation.
Yeah.
You know, there's this newer generation is so mommy, he hit me.
Yeah.
Teacher, he's, you know.
Too PC.
Exactly.
It's too PC.
Yeah.
I want to buy a Land Cruiser and turn it into an Overland. Hey, that's not a bad idea. The Land Cruisers are really good vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah. Enjoy it while you can. Like I say, go out and travel. You know, go to affordable places, but don't flaunt your money. Don't do foolish investments.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I used to be so focused on work, and like I never even thought about taking vacations. I've never even thought about going to the Philippines. I've never thought about traveling. It's just work, and I still broke, you know.
Still
and then
broke.
and then the last few years since my wife passed away and stuff, that's when I started thinking, you know, I want to do more. I want to go somewhere. I want to see things.
Oh, Frankie's.
And that's what I changed my mindset. So I'm not looking at work as important. I enjoy my job, but it's not my life.
Yeah, you don't want to make work your life. And I mean, it's good to love and enjoy what you do, but it's not definitely something that you want to. You know, again, enjoy it, love it because you want to love what you do, but you don't want to be. You don't want it to be 99.9% of your life.
No, because you don't want to be slave to it.
Yep. Hey, Mikey, did you see Roger Miller? He says he's lucky because he retired, and he from the Exxon Valdez spill, the oil spill, and he bought a bunch of
Back in the 80s.
He bought a bunch of what?
Bitcoin.
Oh, he did, huh?
I think he was just joking about that.
Oh, I mean, he could be. I mean, I believe him until I.
Hey, a lot of people took loans out of their homes and got completely.
Who's that, Frank?
Completely
That's
wrecked.
Frank. Hey, at least he abbreviated.
Yeah. Hey, Frank. I wonder if you're the real Frank.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Well, he wouldn't have his picture. I don't think. Well, I don't know. Now, hey, Frank, is that really you?
There's a lot of imposters out there.
You got to be careful, yeah.
Well, be a good boy, Frank.
Tom said he worked 30 years, sometimes 6 to 7 days a week. Damn, bro. Tom, how you doing now? Are you doing all right now? I mean, you're not beat up. You're not beat to shit, right? Hey, Frank, how you doing, brother?
I'll be nice to you. I've been always nice to you, you prick, until you turned on me.
Random. Unblock me. Everybody's like, why am I blocked? Who blocked me? There's a reason why you're blocked. I mean, I don't know why, but there's a reason.
Who's blocked? Rendo's not blocked.
No, not by you. I think he's talking to Frank. He says, unblock me.
Oh. Yeah, Randall's a good guy.
Oh, there you go. Tommy says that his body hurts, but he still can do whatever he wants to do.
Hell yeah, all of our bodies hurt now. When you hit a certain age, we all feel like crap. And then when you look in the mirror, we all look like crap.
Yeah.
Yes. I look like crap at 21. My body's as beat up as it was when I was young.
Oh well.
Yeah, I had a long life, man. I've had a really tough life.
I got a blessed life. I just you just can't kill me. I mean, they tried, but they just can't. They can't get it right.
Damn.
Which I thank them for.
See, I'm 51 and I refuse to work any harder. Nope. If I'm going to retire, I want to be able to retire fit, moving, very little pain. You know, it's hard enough to get out of bed in the morning sometimes because
I
aches and pains.
You're more fucked up than I am. Then I could get out of bed, but my feet might hurt a little bit.
But Kevin, I herniated the discs in my back a few times already.
Yeah.
So that makes it, you know, it catches up to you in time.
Yeah, I got a couple of arthritic disc in my back, but it never caught up to me yet. Just my knee. I got a bad knee, and my bad knee is doing good, but my good knee that turned out to be a bad knee, that's all messed up now because I got water in my knee.
What do you do at church then?
What's that?
What do you do at church? You can't kneel down no more.
He prays standing up.
I know. And then when we're at church, they tell the congregation to stand up and sing. I said, "What the fuck?" I don't want to stand up, but I stand up anyway. I mean, right? You know, it takes me 10 minutes to stand up, and then when I stand up, the song's already over, and then they all sit back down. That's just some humor.
I think we lost BigMike.
I'm just messing with you guys.
Yeah, BigMike's
funny.
You know, heck. You know. Yeah, you do what you guys want to do, but like I said earlier, you know, you don't have to sit in front of the window or sit next to the computer or sit next to the TV. Get up, move around, get the blood circulating, get your varicose veins pumping a little bit. You know, get that piss bottle that you got to carry around, squeeze out a little bit, get that circulating a little bit. Hopefully, we're not that bad.
That's a smart idea, Tommy. Let me see. Tom in Fredonia says that his corporate greed shut his plant down 3 years ago. Luckily, he invested his overtime money into rental property, so he's doing really good.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a pretty smart way to do it. Good job, man. And not a lot of people, like I said, really take that initiative. And really go into
we're not gonna throw rocks at you, Fred. I mean, Frank. We're not gonna throw rocks at you. I already did it, but we're not gonna do that right now.
Yo, what's up? You guys hear me now?
Yeah, we figured you were having difficulties. It's just understandable.
Oh no, I had to go do it. I had to smoke my my medical marijuana.
Yeah, sure. Wink.
I had to smoke, but my shit ain't medical.
Well, if Santa 7 was here and Gypsy, they all would come in there with you and just like that Ching Ching Chung movie.
You know the funny thing about that. Smoke. Yeah, you know the funny thing about that is if Canadians going across the border into the United States, if the border guard asks you if you smoke pot, and if you say yes, they have the right to refuse you and ban you into the United States permanently. You don't have to have it on you. All you have to say, yeah, I smoked a little here and there. And they can ban you from going into the United States forever.
Huh.
And
Don't be honest then.
from Washington into Ottawa to the capital here and trying to explain some of these rules or, the laws.
Better look up on the internet.
It's still, because pot smoking is still a federal crime.
Yeah. The VA will not they will not approve it. They will send you to doctors if you want. They'll recommend, hey, there's doctors down the street, but they will not approve it until it's the federal, and they won't do it federal, but they'll do it. Fred, is it medical marijuana? Marijuana, is it legal in Canada?
Not yet. It's supposed to be this summer sometime.
Okay.
The medical is different.
The medical. If you're medical, you're fine.
Yeah, but apparently sometime in the summertime, it's supposed to become totally legalized across the country.
Cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
if you
I don't do it. Really care, so.
Dude, I do it because I have no reason. I'm not. And again, I don't condone it. You do what you want. I'm just saying, I'm not promoting it, but I have a buddy of mine that gives me a little every month, and I have.
Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with it. It's just my preference. I just don't.
Yeah. No. I don't have it medically done, Mikey. I just the only thing is that I smoke it because I haven't had my machine. I have a sleep app machine, so I had really bad nightmares at night, and I mean really bad. And I smoke a little bit of it because if I smoke too much, I want to run into traffic and just get hit by an 18-wheeler because I freak out. But I smoke a little bit again just to fall asleep until I get my machine next month. But anything before that, hell no. That stuff is getting too strong, man. That stuff is like crazy.
I don't know. The straight stuff, you swear they're lacing it.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of stuff.
Because right now,
movies at night.
Yeah, right now here, the main problem is fentanyl is a huge problem out here.
Oh, wow. That's strong stuff, man.
Yeah, people are dying from it. So
yeah, especially after the first usage, and if you're a recovering addict and you go back and you use it and you use too much of an amount, boom, you're dead.
Yeah.
Some of my medicine that I take, if I it'll put me into a deep sleep, and sometimes I dream about what I got done watching.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to watch porn. but I don't want to watch a scary movie because, like I said, that shit will just mess with your mind and stuff. And sometimes I wake up and I am disorientated and I forget where I'm at.
So you get lucid dreams then, eh?
Well, just because of my injury to my head, I just it'll make me forget some stuff.
Yeah, I think we lost Big Mikey again.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mikey, you can join in anytime. Oh, yeah, God, Mikey, listen.
I've been trying to figure this out because I tried to go to my YouTube so I could see the the messages and everything.
Yeah.
But every time I go back to my YouTube app, it for some reason it shuts off the Hangouts.
All right, this is what you do. Check this out. I'm on Hangout right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I press the back arrow. I open up YouTube, and then you have to pause the window where you're gonna hear Kevin's show talking. You pause that. And then you tap the bottom for chat, and you should, because I'm doing it right now.
So I go back.
Yeah, you go back right now. You're online.
Window.
And then open up YouTube.
Okay.
Then you're gonna see Kevin's show, but make sure you pause it because you're gonna hear two people talking.
Right.
Or mute it.
Or you mute it, or I just stop it.
The feedback if you have it on.
I haven't played it.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. And then you can see the chats at the bottom of your phone. Are you on a computer or a phone?
I thought he said his phone.
If he's on his phone, that's how it works. If he's on a laptop, he has to open up a second window.
Because earlier he had his video showing himself walking down the street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I asked him what phone he's got. It hung up. I heard it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him because I have the Note 8, and this thing's a laptop. This thing's a total laptop.
I just use my laptop.
You'll get the hang of it once you get used to it.
Like when I talk to you in the morning, sometimes when I say I'm sitting at work, I won't use my phone for that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I gotta figure it out later.
Yeah,
you're on your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm on my phone and I'm on the Hangouts.
Okay. And what kind of phone do you have?
I got an iPhone 7.
Oh,
no wonder it don't work.
I thought you had an Android. That's why I told you to do that.
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
Okay. Yeah, just throw that iPhone out the window and
Get a Samsung. It's much better.
Get a Samsung. No, there's a way to do it. There is a way to do it because mine, I have the Note 8. So I'm in Hangout, and I use the arrow to go back. I open up the window for YouTube. When I'm in YouTube, I see his channel. I put pause on his channel, and I tap the bottom where it says chat, and I can hear people talking. I mean, I can see all the remarks at the same time. I'm on the phone with you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Kev, you're not on the hit list.
you are not on my hit list. Yeah, especially when you're on my channel. So you better say that.
Oh shit! That's awesome. You couldn't have said it any better, Kevin.
So, what part of Alaska you live in, Big Kev?
I'm sorry. What's that?
What part of Alaska you live in?
I didn't hear you.
What part of Alaska do you live in?
What part of
Okay,
Alaska?
one more time. Oh, Alaska. I was raised in Anchorage.
No, do you live in Alaska right now? What part of Alaska do you live in?
Oh no! Right now, I'm in Kentucky right now.
Oh.
Hey Frank, thank you very much, brother. Thank you.
But I was raised in but I was raised in Anchorage, but I lived all over in Alaska, and I was I was a commercial fisherman, and before I went to the Philippines, I was working at Red Dog Mine. It was a big mine in northern Alaska.
To erase this message, press 7. To save it, press 9.
Man, I'm curious. Don't block that. I want to hear you talking. Who's doing the messages? Is it you, Fred?
End of messages. Main menu. To check your wireless voice message, press 1. To change your person. 7 is not a valid entry. Main menu. To check your wireless voice message, press 1.
Is that you, Kevin?
No.
No, I'm curious, man. Let the voicemail run, man. I want to hear it.
My voice is like a bull dyke. She's talking to me.
What are we listening to?
I think that was Fred. I want to be nosy. I want to know Fred's business. No, I'm just joking, Fred.
Oh no, it was one of those Revenue Canada scams. You know how the IRA scams go up in the United States? We get them from Revenue Canada. People pretending to be Revenue Canada.
At least they're not Indian.
It was.
At least the voice is not Indian.
It was.
He said it was. Yo,
because I got one the other day too. And I checked the phone number and it was like, you know, a scam, and so I blocked the number and they came up with a new number.
Yo, I got a phone call today. You guys are gonna laugh at this, man. I'm not even joking. This time it's not Indian. It's like, sir, can I speak to Julio Rodriguez? I'm like, yeah, you're talking to what's up? He goes, I'm here, but dude, this guy either wrote this shit down or he practices shit every day. I am calling you from the IRS, and I am here to inform you. I said, and I said, how do I know? Of course, I played the funk. I said, how do I know this ain't fake? He goes, well, first he starts to be humorous. He goes, well, first I don't sound Indian. I was like, yeah, that's true. I'm playing that funk with him. I want to see what he says, and he goes, so I'm laughing when he goes, but sir, on a serious note, you owe the IRS about $3,785, and we either need to fix this now or they will take legal action. I said, hey, that's not a problem. How do I go about, paying this? He goes, you can either do it through a major credit card or you can do it through a debit card. And you automatically get an email. We need to get your email information. I said, well, listen, I can tell you right now you're full of shit because I had already gotten off the phone 2 weeks ago with the IRS and I'm waiting on my return because it's late. And they said there was a problem with the return and not due to my, negligence. It was due to theirs and they're fixing the problem and it's going to take you a little longer. That's why I haven't received it. So you're full of shit. I don't owe the IRS nothing, but it's actually pretty cool that you actually are really, really trying to up the game. So I'm going to make sure that in the Facebook and YouTube find out that Indians are now not calling. You got now, you got Americans or because he spoke very good English.
Yeah, they got those other scams going on about they'll call you and saying that you stayed at a resort in the past, and they try to give you these deals on whatever.
Oh yeah.
Tell me I stayed at a resort. I'm Puerto Rican, man. I'll stay in a nipper hut. Fuck that.
But the thing is, even from Revenue Canada, they tell you they will never phone you. Period. They'll send you letters, but they'll never phone them. And this guy here, he said, "Oh, you owe money," but he didn't ask to say my name. He didn't say who he was.
Yeah, didn't say nothing. He just said he's a representative from the IRS.
You owe, or there's some kind of thing going against you. It's like whatever.
Okay, I'm like, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Then I'll find out next weekend because that's when I'm gonna go do my taxes. So. If I owe money, because usually I get money back regardless. But if I owe money, they'll just take it from there.
Is it true if you owe a lot of money to the IRS, you can't travel overseas?
They block you. If you owe child support, if you owe, I've seen it done. I don't know if it's everybody because this is what happened. I owed money, and I don't deny that. I owed money, but it was because I didn't know. What happened was I was in the military. I joined in 2005. When I got hurt in 2010, I didn't do my taxes in 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2000 because I was running through all the problems and medical issues. I wasn't even concerned about that. I wasn't working, and I thought I didn't have to file the taxes. But even in the military, you still have to file taxes because you got old stuff that you can clear up and everything, and a lot of that stuff creeps up on you later on. So I got a letter from the IRS, and they said, I talked to them personally. I said, listen, I'm thinking of taking a trip. I'm thinking of doing this and this and this. And they're like, listen, if you owe us and any information that is taken from you, he goes, we can block your passport. We can block you from going anywhere. And plus, when you do a passport, they ask you, do you owe any past child support? And if you owe any past child support now or in the future, again, this has happened twice, not to everyone, but I've seen it happen. They block you. They block your travel until you pay child support.
Huh.
Or the IRS.
Yeah. That's why I don't got kids.
Let me tell you.
People were like when I came back to the U.S., people was trying to tell me be careful about when I come back in because they thought I was going to be brought to justice because of child support and stuff. And I went into Guam, and they would have got me moment I flew into Guam, and they didn't get me there. And then when I flew into continental USA, when I flew into Seattle, they never got me.
But wouldn't your ex-wife or whatever have to put in a report for that
Yes.
in order
That's
for
what
that to
I
happen?
thought. Yeah.
A lot of women say it's like you got to be careful too. I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin, because a lot of women, they're like, it wasn't me. Let me tell you something. They do not take your license. They do not forward. They do not do nothing until she picks up that phone and says, boom. And then they'll say, okay, this is what we can do. At that time, we can do this. We can't levy his account as of yet, because in order to levy your account, I think you have to be at 2,500. And what else? Anything else? Oh, 2,500. They can take your license after a certain. I mean, that's the first thing they'll do is take your license. Then you got to argue and fight for it. But it's one of those things that you just got to be on top and make sure it doesn't happen.
I'm just looking at what they talk about Frank about.
Hey, Frank. I know it makes you very upset and everything, but how are you doing today? Let's change the subject, brother. It's like, because I know how much it frustrates you, but brother, this is getting this. I mean, again, you do what you want. It's your business. You sound like a good guy, but you haven't done shit to me. But change the subject. And how are you doing? How's the family? How's everything going? It's good to see you all online on Kevin's show, and it's good to see everybody here. So let's change the subject if you guys want and talk about something else. Oh,
Yeah.
forget Fred. The Big Mike is thinking of going to the Philippines. Hey, Ed Lippitt, how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What advice you got for him going to the Philippines there, Fred?
Just don't be in a big rush. Take your time. Enjoy it.
That's good, Frank. Honestly, I know how much it frustrates you, but I just don't want you to feed too much into that, because all it's gonna do is fish you off. And Ed, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to see you on here. Rain Man, Randall, everybody, but gotta send some love to Ed. Ed's always sitting out there and saying nice things about me. Thank you, Ed. I really appreciate it.
Well, Kevin, get off of the fucking. What the hell are you talking about? John, you always got nice things to say about people.
Ed always says,
give me a warm, fuzzy feeling.
I don't know about anybody else, but Ed always says nice things about me. We lost Big Mike again. Roger Miller says, don't get married in the Philippines, Big Mike. Oh, wait. I forgot he's gone.
Don't get married in the Philippines. Well,
be right back, you guys.
All right, brother.
Don't get married. Like in the first week when you're there.
Yeah, I mean, if you meet a nice little young lady and you keep in touch, guys,
Yeah.
Then it's different. If you keep in touch with her and you guys in communication and stuff,
Yeah. That's kind of hard, though. I think that long distance relationship, like talking through a phone, that's really hard to do, man.
I think it takes two special people, because I tried that, and us as Latinos, bro, we'd be like, and I hate to say this, Kev, but not all of us. Let me rephrase that. Us as Latinos, and him being Mexican, me being Puerto Rican, I can't lie, man. If she misses one phone call, we Latinos, I used to be like that. Let me rephrase this again. I used to be like that. Now I don't do that, because it's way too much energy being spent. I'd be the first one to say, that puta, where the hell is she? I will break her goddamn neck. She's 2 minutes late. I'll kill her. But you don't want to get there. You don't want to be like that.
Yeah, and it's just the time difference too, man. Like the girl I was seeing when I was still working and I was at Coca-Cola before I got hurt. the time difference, and I was working 12 or 13-hour days sometimes, and it's just hard to, because you're deadbeat from, after work, and
Yeah, and then you want to get into that conversation. Hey Ed, hey guys, Ed said that congratulations Ed, and also who was it? Somebody mentioned about divorce. Roger Miller, you're 100% right. Hey guys, check this out. You know what I found out today, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I read it today. If you get married in the United States and you come to the Philippines and bring the paperwork and you do not give them the paperwork that says you got married in the Philippines, you're legally married in the United States, but you're not legally married in the Philippines. Does that make sense? Oh, excuse me. No, wait. I'm sorry. If you get married in the Philippines and take the paperwork to the United States and you don't file, you are not legally married. Only in the Philippines, not in the United States. You have to bring in the paperwork.
huh?
Yeah, that's why they want those documents.
Yes, and a lot of foreigners that I've noticed, not noticed that I talked to, again, to each his own. I won't say no names, but to each his own. They get married in the Philippines, make it all beautiful, have a beautiful wife, and then they bring her here, and they file, they do everything they want, but they for some, I guess again, guys, don't quote me on this. I was talking to a guy and I read it, and I'm not good at reading all that shit, but in one of the countries, Philippines or United States, if you don't bring a documentation that you're married, you're not married in both countries. I know that for a fact. The guy was telling me. He said he went through a whole lot of shit.
Huh?
Huh.
Power to the righteous people. Frank's always very articulate, man. He be like to the point with these big old words, man.
What about prenups? Does prenups work?
Yes, you just need a lawyer. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's in that country, this country. If it's in front of a judge, it is. It is. Again, it is. Prenup is legal.
Because I was listening to another guy's show. He's on here sometime. That I think that MGTOW Terry, and he was saying that a prenup, that it's not even worth getting a prenup. I don't know how. I don't know. I mean,
Well, maybe he had bad luck, but a prenup is done by a judge and a lawyer. So it is a legal federal document. Now, when you go to the Philippines, it's highly recommended that you go to a lawyer in their country and say, hey, what's going on? I'd like to do this. She signed a prenup here. I would like to do it here. And then get that. Of course, they'll give her counseling and say, understand what you're doing. It does. So if I hear you right, Nico, I can marry in the Philippines and still marry another girl. And that, yes, again, Rain Man, I don't know which way it goes. I don't know if it's from the United States to the Philippines or from the Philippines to the United States, because a friend of mine got married, and that's what I was talking to, and he neglected, or something happened. I didn't. Again, we were just like shooting the shit and laughing. He says, "Dude, you know that I'm married and I'm not married," and I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because it's one of those things. If it's not documented in one of the states, you are not married in that state, in that country. Excuse me, in that country." Oh, so USA will not consider me married if I don't file paperwork, even if I'm married to a few. Yes, and again, Rain Man, I don't want to. I could have them mixed up. It could be vice versa. But yes, he had to go to the Philippines. I think I'm right. He had to go back to the Philippines, get documentation that he was married, bring it back to the United States, or vice versa, and then they said that the marriage is legal. Oh, okay, so they did change it. Ed said that it is no. Okay, Rayman, they must have changed it because he says marriage is recognized in both countries. Okay, yeah, Rain Man, you can't. He was bullshitting you. Okay, I appreciate that. That's why I mentioned it. So you can't get married. Okay. you can't file taxes. Oh, that's a good to know. All right, yeah. Big Mikey and then Kev, I was wrong. Ed said that
Yeah.
it's recognized in both.
Yeah, you always got to be careful what you say. Make sure that you get it halfway straight.
Yeah. Dude, you're gonna love the show, Mikey. Kevin's show is retarded.
Yeah, I like
Thank
it.
you. Appreciate that. That always makes me feel good when you give me compliments.
I
I'm
mean that in
back.
a good. Hey, it's good to see you, Brad. No, I mean that in a nice way, though.
Here, I was trying to talk to you guys, and everything was muted.
Oh, that was no. We didn't really want to hear you. That's the truth.
Not like that one day when everybody went to JoJo's show, huh?
Oh my God, dude! They killed that show. Kev was so mad the next day. Kevin's like, "Listen, Kevin was nice. I would have been nice. Listen, you mother effing moron, blah, blah, blah." Dude, Kevin had a yell, and he's like, "Dude, you know what? You guys shouldn't have went on that show. Oh my God, it's crazy."
Oh, but you forgot the part he threatened to block people if they went back.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
If they went over there and start talking bad, though.
Yeah.
Hey, I went and saw her the next day, and she was being very creative with her cooking ideas.
Yeah.
It was weird.
She knows who did it. She knows who did it. Who were the ones that I think she was writing them down.
Yeah.
Hey, Nico,
Yes,
when
sir.
you're talking about the marriage thing, I was reading a little bit on that, and from what I read, if you want to get married in the Philippines, you have to prove that you're not been married in another country. And if you're divorced, you have to supply a divorce paper, or if you're widowed, you have to supply a death certificate saying that you're not married and you're legally allowed to get married again.
You see, no, and I think that's why I was like, again, Ed said that he's following that up. Again,
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been something that fell under the cracks. It happens all the time, but again, that's why I always emphasize. I'm not sure, Fred, if it was
And the thing is, the girl has to prove that she's never been married either in the Philippines. Like, I guess you could do some kind of check on them to find out if they were married in the past. Because, they're changing the laws again here, but, they're not allowed to be divorced or whatever. But now,
the certification of not married, you go down to like their city hall, and they give you a legal documentation stating that they have never been married.
Yeah. But apparently you could do it online too, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for a foreigner, he has to prove that he's, legitimately single, never been married, or if he was, that he's divorced legally, if he's widowed, he has to provide a death certificate. Because I've been looking into that a little bit. I don't understand it all, but I'm like you. I can't read it all because it's just mind-boggling sometimes.
Some of that crazy.
Yeah.
Well, they might make divorce legal, right, in the Philippines, from what I heard, right?
They were talking about that, but then I also seen a little ad on Facebook that they're going to make it harder for foreigners to get married in the Philippines, to marry a Filipino.
There's always a catch, man. There's always a catch of something. They'll fix something to make it better, but then they'll make it hard, expensive when you do it.
Yep. There's always something. There's always a catch.
Someone's off to make something. There's always somebody trying to make something, which is again, it's nothing normal. It's nothing, no surprise. But there's always somebody trying to make something. So if they fix it, because of course you can marry the Filipina, but a foreigner when he comes in, if he wants to marry her, it's going to cost triple the amount.
Yeah, there'll be a fee or something.
But that's why it's easier to go to Hong Kong.
Yep.
Go to another country and just get married right there.
Yep.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Hong Kong.
Like when I go down there, go go to somewhere like Thailand, Hong Kong, or whatever, and just both of us head out there. Where
It's not difficult to go there.
Yeah. And do it there. And then come back, file the papers there, and then file the papers back here in Canada.
Yep, and get it done. You know, there's a lot of Filipinos in Canada.
Oh yeah, but they're all in like Winnipeg.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was looking online. Just,
that's where they opened. That's where they opened the first Jollibees was in Winnipeg, because that's where the largest Filipino community is throughout Canada.
What are they doing in Winnipeg?
That's like Winnipeg's or Manitoba's the province. Winnipeg's the capital of that province.
Yeah,
and that's where they all seem to go.
Oh shit, guys! You read this?
They probably call it Little Manila.
It says, I can't believe we just bombed Syria with the Brits. So when did we bomb Syria?
President Trump just ordered strikes. I just saw it on the news right now.
Oh shit! Let me look. Goddamn white people! You leave them alone for like 5 minutes and look at fucking up our country.
No, it's the white people with money there, Nico.
Let me say I'm just joking before I start getting hit by hate mail, guys. I'm just joking.
Yeah. No, Tom. There's a lot of Filipinos here in Vancouver too, but I don't see as many or that many because there's a population out on the west coast here, whether it's Thai, Chinese, Vietnamese, whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of East Indians live out here as well. So,
loud explosions lit up the. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see shit written on TV saying loud explosions lit up the sky. Yo, show me them friggin' skies, brother. Show me that shit. I don't want to see friggin' someone saying we just happened to walk by and we blocked the camera from somebody getting head. Nah. Show me that shit, motherfucker. I don't want to just hear about it. I want to see that shit.
Tax dollars at work.
Oh. Frank, there's 3 things that I never talk about. One of them is anything more personal than I need to. That's the first. Second is religion. The third is politics. But I have to agree with you. I think he's fake. I think he's smart. He's a smart businessman. Of course, he's going to keep most of his promises because he has to, because he wants to do a second term. So he wants to make sure that he's giving the people what they want. But he's a friggin' moron. If I had to choose Hillary and him, I'd go without a president. But we had to choose some.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's just as bad as our prime minister. My God, our prime minister.
I really thought
not
that
really.
Bernie had a chance.
Not just really. Oh, I'm sorry, Mikey. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think Bernie probably would have had a better chance, man, against.
If we had to choose, I'd probably choose Bernie. Frank says, I don't think just Filipinos, Frank. I think there's hey guys, what's the name of that country? It's near the Philippines and China.
Indonesia.
It's near North Korea. Guam. We have a lot of soldiers that come from Guam. I think Guam also should have, an easier way to come in here because we got so many countries that fight in our wars and our military, and none of them, unless done correctly to their standards, none of them ends up doing anything good for them. They just say, thank you for your service, get the hell out of our country again.
Isn't Guam like a territory of the United States?
Yeah, I spent a year in Guam.
Yeah, but you still need a passport.
I lived in Guam.
Yeah,
you still
it
need
says
a passport
Guam is a territory of the U.S., yeah.
Yeah, it is a territory, but you still need a passport to come back and forth.
Yes.
No. You can just walk in there with your passport, show them your identification, and then they'll just give it back to you, and you just keep walking.
Oh, I know. No. We fall under different. We fall under different. Under a different category because we're American and we go in. But if they wanted to come here, they need a passport.
In Puerto Rico, do Puerto Ricans need passports, Nico?
No, you know what? They're going to go. They're going to vote. They're going to vote for that because Puerto Rico it's not Puerto Rico's fault that most of these politicians are freaking pocketing all this, freaking money.
They're
So
crooked,
I
man.
think, yeah, I think Puerto Rico should be part of the United States. But I think if you do passports and stuff, that means the United States are going to if it becomes a 51st state, you have to follow rules, and then the politicians don't want that because they want the money. So Puerto Rico is not it's a territory, but you don't need a passport to go there. But if if it becomes a 51st state, then they're screwed because all that money that they invested from the United States has to be given to where it is.
Yeah.
You know, I lived in Guam in the 70s. Really? I do Guam? I have never been there, but
Yeah.
I've heard it's boring.
Now, it looks like Hawaii now.
yeah,
I've heard it's boring, man. I don't know. I've never been there personally, but I heard there's not a lot to do in Guam.
No, there's not. It's a small place, very expensive. There's a lot of foreigners there, and everything's expensive.
yeah. Rain Man, I agree. I agree they won't secede, and I agree they won't become a state. So they're just killing themselves from either side. They should come up with a plan that you can become the state, and you can still keep keep it good from both sides, but they won't. In my life, there is no benefit to the U.S. to make them a state. Well, yes, I agree. If there was a benefit, they would make them a state. You're right.
Mm.
Never been to Guam. Dude, I love these little things people be jabbing at each other.
Hey, Nico, I have a friend. She's from and she was living there, and then she moved to Arizona and went down there to visit her. And man, she makes some wicked Puerto Rican food.
Oh, dude, my mother.
Oh, it's so good, man.
My mother taught me how to cook. I try not to cook. I try not to cook as good as I do, but I have no choice. My mother taught me everything I know.
Yeah. And I do believe she's ex-military too.
Look at
that. Yeah, she made these like potatoes. They were mashed potatoes. They were stuffed with like ground pork
with meat. Yeah, it's called relleno de papa.
Oh, it was so good. Well, there was a bunch of us, each night. I was there for the weekend, and there was like 3 or 4 of us, and every night one of us would cook dinner. And I did like a catfish encrusted with pistachios, and that was really good. We made breakfast burritos and all that stuff in the morning, and then each one of us took turns making a dinner.
Yeah, a lot of Puerto Ricans in North Dakota. A lot of Puerto Ricans, man, when I was living.
Yeah, Rainman says there are more Boricuas in the U.S. than in Puerto Rico. Dude, there is triple more Puerto Ricans in the United States, and you can make 50 islands with as many Puerto Ricans that you got in this place. Ed says they won't give up Spanish, so they won't become a state. And Ed, I would, if I was Cambodian or Laos, I wouldn't give up my language because everyone's, my biggest thing, and guys, and I'm gonna say this, I say this I believe in. So I don't want nobody to be like, oh well, no, guys, this is what I believe in. I believe if it's very hurtful. I don't care, but I've seen it happen when someone says to other people, well, you're in the United States, speak English. Well, guys, you shouldn't say that because not you guys, but the people that I've heard say that, I've mentioned it to them. I'm not very educated in history, but this country wasn't just made of white people. This country was stolen from the Indians, and this is a melting pot. They call it a melting pot because you can make a soup out of pretty much anything. So before there was Caucasians, there was Irishmen, there was Indians, there were many people here. So for people to just say speak English, I speak Spanish. Why didn't you learn how to speak Spanish?
It's the same thing in Canada here too. It's so many different languages. You know, we might have 2 official languages, but there's more. You know.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many things here. We've become a country of pointing fingers and saying, "Well, that Mexican, that white guy, that Puerto Rican, and this guy," and we become such a weak country. We offend somebody, and then we have to change the whole friggin' statute of the amendments just to please one person. Fuck you. If you don't like this country, get out. If you don't like what's happening, get out. If you want to change everything, get out. If you didn't like the color shirt I get out. I'm not gonna change this whole world. You know what I mean? Because one person doesn't like salt in his rice, so I can't feed 90 other people because I'm gonna have spaghetti.
You know, it's quite possible. The First Nations, they may have came from Asia. Who knows?
And Irish and Italian. Hey, Frank, check this out. I mean, you're very knowledgeable. You're gonna agree on this. The Irish and Italian and the Puerto Ricans. Again, I'm speaking from New York. I can't speak for anything else. I spoke to an Irishman. He said the Irish were, I think they did a certain thing. Italians worked, and the Spanish, the Puerto Ricans, they worked the oil. They were working on the oil. And this Irish guy is 104 years old. And I spoke to him, Frank, and he was at a store on a wheelchair, and he asked me if I was excuse me. He asked me if I was Puerto Rican. And he asked me if I was Puerto Rican. And I said, yes. He goes, do you know one of my best friends is Puerto Rican? He used to work in the oil mills in New York. And I said, wait, what do you mean oil mills? He goes, yes. He goes, a lot of what we used to call the Irish certain name. He said he called Puerto Ricans where the word spick. Spick came from the word the Irish. It was the one that actually named and came up with the word. And again, Frank, he was 104. He had a really good way of saying it. He said he's been working in New York back in that that time. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, in the Irish, yeah, they were all against each other.
Yeah, but they treated the Irish like slaves too at that time.
Oh, Jesus, my God, I know. They so many, and they treated them like they were like nothing. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, don't make me feel like I'm talking on the show. Come on, help me out here. Help me out, Frank.
Anyway, there's another day tomorrow. Yeah, you guys, we're hitting my point. Yeah, we hit a lot of different bases. We even got Frank bouncing around.
We got Frank. And we got BigMike and we got Fred back, and that's good. That's 2 new guys talking. Yeah. That's today.
I want to say thanks for Mike coming visiting with us.
Well,
it takes. Good. Yeah, it just takes a little while to get used to talking to nothing, because you're right here talking to a microphone, or you're talking to your phone and stuff. And to a bunch of people, or you're talking to a computer, and sometimes it looks kind of funny, or it just takes a little while to get used to doing that.
Yeah, it takes a while, man. It's my first time doing anything like this, so.
Yeah. See, I would have joined in the mornings, but Kevin gets on so damn early, and I'm heading out the door to work, unless it's Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday is God's day, buddy. You know that. Don't be a heathen.
Oh, sorry. When was last time I was in church?
Hey, Big Mike. Also, I forgot to tell you, sometimes there's a delay, so we don't take nothing personal. I know that sometimes you feel like you cut us off. I always say, excuse me, sorry, guys, because there's sometimes a little delay, and you'll start talking, and you'll be like, oh, shit, he's talking. It happens all the time. So,
can you hear me right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We can hear you.
Okay, cool.
See, I was talking away there, and I had my mic still muted from when I went AFK. It's like, what the hell? Nobody's listening to me. And I realized, oh shit.
No, it was Kev. Kev said, "Don't, hey guys, don't talk, Fred's talking, don't say nothing."
No,
So
yeah, I was trying to talk, but everyone was talking over me. It's like, what the hell? Nobody's.
So what's up for the weekend, man? With all you guys, man, you guys ain't going doing nothing. Going doing anything?
Yeah, playing 7 Days to Die all weekend. Okay, I like playing video games. Okay.
Me, I'll probably just go to the beach. I'll get myself in some trouble and videotape it and put it out there, and everybody thinks, tell me how much of a dumbass I was this weekend. I got to work Sunday. I start my part time. My boss called me. I start my part time on Sunday, so I'll be working 3 days out of the week. So it's a good thing to put money away,
Yeah.
Every little bit matters in the savings when you go take a trip.
After we're done here, I go check out Nico's new video here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, guys, guys, and everybody in Kev's show, and Kev always, and Fred and Big Mikey, if you guys got any suggestions within reason, because I'm not going to go blindfolded into traffic or go around showing my ass in public.
Shit, that's my next request.
If you guys got any requests, I had a subscriber ask me. He saw a barbecue place in my video, and he says, "Hey, Julio, would you go over there, and do a follow up?" I went over there, had a bite to eat. I made a video out of it, and I learned how to video vlog a little bit better. And it was awesome. I don't remember the gentleman that Nico is alligator bait, brother. I'm so big, you can feed me half to a gator and half to a shark and still have enough for the weekend. But yeah, I did it for, if anyone ever needs, hey, Julio, why don't you go by this place? I definitely will do it for you guys within reason, and I'll make a video and we can go to town on it.
Yeah, it's just like when you went fishing there the other day, I suggested talk to some of the local fishermen that fish the area, find out what bait they use.
I think they use, from what they were telling me, yeah, Ed's correct. I went fishing in the wrong spot because if that area was full of, there not going to be no fishes there because they're going to be afraid of coming around,
Well, why don't you go to one of those alligator poachers and see if you can, ride along and catch, we'll see how they can do that stuff.
Yo, Kevin, I am more likely to catch a tan and a rash before I catch a fish. Yo, brother, I have the worst luck.
or maybe a couple of traps. Drop a couple of traps in while you're fishing.
If I cast out there, if I cast and the guy next to me casts, he's gonna catch the biggest friggin' fish, and I'll probably I caught his fish on his tail.
50-50.
I have no luck, man. I have no luck.
I haven't gone
whatever
fishing
you guys
in a long
do,
time.
go out there and have a good time. Go out for a walk, go out and do something. Have a good weekend, be safe.
And again, Kev, always, thank you so much for having us on your show. It's always a pleasure. It's only going to get better from here. Fred, be safe.
Smash that like button.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you.
Yeah, smash that button. Hey, guys, smash that like button. Smash that dislike button. Smash any kind of button. Give Kev the thumbs up. Guys, you got about 140 people watching, and you only got 2.5 thumbs up. Unless Frank only put 2.5 of his nuts on there, he better start. He better start putting the thumbs up.
18 watching, so only 8 out of the 18 thumbs up. So we need another 10 more thumbs up.
Come on, give Kevin the show some love, guys.
Yep. Don't be a tightwad. All right,
Frank,
guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Mike, thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey, thank you, Kev. Thanks,
Frank.
man. Thank you for everything.
Fred,
Talk to you guys too, brother.
Nico.
All right.
You all take care now.
God bless, Frank. Have a good weekend.
Talk to you guys all later.
All right, see you guys.
All right.
All right, you guys.
Later.
Okay,
Thanks.
good night. Take care. We'll
All right,
talk to you soon.